Hey, welcome to my channel. Today I will be showing you how to make the drop stitch. This will be the English version because a lot of you guys didn't understand the Dutch language from the Poncho video. So I'm going to make the drop stitch again with only a smaller example. So let's get started. So we start by making a loop for our crochet needle. And you place it on your needle. Now you're going to make loops onto your pegs. Now this is the side peg, and the right one from it will be my peg number 1, and I'm going to knit to the right side. So you take your yarn and you place it from the left of the first peg you want to knit. Then you pull up your yarn and pull it through the loop on your hook. Do it again with the next pegs. And you do this all the way around for all the pegs that you need. You can use as many pegs as you like. From the pink poncho I made, I used 41 pegs for a size extra large. And well, you can do that if you need size extra large. If you need a smaller size, I will tell you how to measure your size in the end of this video. So keep on doing this, and then I will be back to show you the pattern. When you've reached your last peg, you take off your loop and you place it onto the last one. Oh, wait. Make sure that your yarn is on the inside of your knitting loom, like this. So now I've written the pattern to make it a bit more obvious. It's a set of 8 rows, and these are the pegs. Now row number 1, we go from right to left, and the first 2 pegs and the last 2 pegs are always the same, so you get a nice straight edge at the side of your work. All the red stripes are knit stitches, and the blue dots are purl stitches. And this one with the green looks a little bit like a tree, but it's the drop stitch. So I'm going to mark my first 2 and the last 2 pegs, so to make sure I just cannot forget. So this is the first one, first 2, and my last 2 pegs. So we can start our row number 1 with a knit stitch and a purl stitch. So you make a knit stitch and a purl stitch. And then we're going to make the drop stitch, which means a knit stitch first, and then the same peg you wrap your yarn around it. I'm going to wrap it 3 times, and then I'm going to the next one. 1 knit, 3 wraps. Next one. It depends on which type of yarn you use. You can also wrap it like 2 times or 4 times, or well, as many as you like. 1, 2, 3, and the next. 1, 2, 3, next. So you're going to continue like this until you reach the last 2 of this row. So 2 pegs left. This will be a purl stitch. The last one will be a knit stitch, but you don't take your yarn to the front, you take it to the inside and then you wrap around it. So row number 1 is finished. The pattern, we're going back with knit and all purl stitches and 1 straight knit. And we take off, I don't know if you can read it, we take off our loops in row 2. So now you go to the right side, knit 1, purl 1. Now you take this yarn and you pull off all those loops. Now there's 1 loop left on your peg and you purl. Next one you do the same, taking them all off and purl. Now don't worry about this big loop that is hanging here. It will be fine when you go to the next row. So continue like this, and I'll be back at the end. So this is the end of row 2. 1 purl. Take the yarn to the inside, wrap. So now we go to number 3. 1 knit, 1 purl, and these are all straight knit stitches. This is very easy. And then the last 2 pegs you finish again with 1 purl stitch and 1 knit stitch. So I'll see you in the end. So finished row number 3. Now you can pull on the yarn to see the drop stitch fall down. And now let's take a look at the pattern, because row number 4, 1 knit, purl, 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 purl to the end with your purl and 1 knit stitch. So I think you can proceed like this and you will understand by now. And you keep on repeating this row. So this is number 4, and then 5, 6, 7, 8, until your set of 8 rows is complete. So row number 4 is finished. Now your work will look like this. You're going to repeat the last row 4 times, and then you have 8, and then I'm going to show you how you can switch your yarn color. So I'll see you in a bit. So my set is finished, my first set, and I'm going to switch colors. So I'm going to cut my yarn, leave a little tail, just pull it, take your new color, make a little loop, and place this loop, well, if you're close to the side peg I would place it on the side peg, but I'm not, I'm too far away, so I'm going to just temporarily attach it to this one. And then you take your yarn, just a second, and you pull it to the inside of your loom so that it's right from the last peg. Then you E-wrap around it. I know it wasn't too quickly, so just again like this, and a knit stitch. Now pull on the tail of your last color to make it tight, and then you just carry on with your pattern. You start again with row number 1 now. So 1 knit stitch and 2, 3 wraps, 1 knit and 3 wraps. Now you can use this pattern for anything you like a poncho or a blanket and a scarf, and well, you can make lots of beautiful things with this. Maybe look like a little complicated, but it's very easy. Now what I like to do is when you finished your row, you can take off this side peg. And now you have 2 tails. I like to make a little knot so that it can go anywhere. You can attach the new yarn any way you like, but this is just how I do it, and I wanted to show you. So you can sew those in when you're done and nobody will notice. So, good luck. So I finished 5 sets, and your work should look like this. And now I'm going to show you how to bind your work off with a hook. This gives you the best results for the sides, the edges, what you want to call them, to get those lovely V's at every side, which you will have now. And this side, you see all these V's those are all the same at the side of your work. So you start off where your working yarn is attached. And you take off the first loop, place it on your hook, take off the second, place it on your hook, then you wrap your yarn and go to those 2 loops, like this. And you take off the next, wrap your yarn, and go to the next. So you're going to finish the row like this. Don't make it too tight, not too loose, just, you know, easy. And then I'll see you in the end. So my last loop. Now you can cut your yarn and wrap around it one more time. Pull it, and then your edge looks really neat and tight, so you can easily crochet into or attach some fringes or sew the parts together. Now all that's left for me is to tell you, if you want to make a poncho, how you can measure your size. So now it's nice and flat. I'm just measuring the size. It is a little more than 20 centimeters, and I used 20 pegs, and the size of the yarn was 9 to 10 millimeters. Now you need to make 2 full-size patches if you want to make a poncho. I made a little drawing to tell you how you can measure your size. For the width, how you say it in English. Well, this size for the number of pegs, you need to know the front size. So you start in this little hole between your neck bones. You place your measuring tape over your shoulder to your elbow, or whatever size on your arm you want it to be. Say like it's 20 centimeters. So you need 20 centimeters for this side. And then the back side, you start again with in the hole between your neck bones, and then you go over your shoulder to your back to whatever length you want this to be. But the length of your patch needs to be at least 30 centimeters longer than this side. Otherwise you can't make a poncho. So I hope that was clear. Then when you have your 2 patches, I'm gonna tell you how you can sew them together. So you take the good side up, place one like this and one like that. You go attach this side together, and then you can fold it and place these sides together. But if you want to work on the other side, it goes the same. If you want to work from right to left or left to right, you go take these sides and then these sides together. I'm going to show you with some tape how the result will look like. So, these together. Oops. Ah! like that, and then just fold it. So this is the size of your poncho, and then you can make fringes or decoration beads, crochet into the edges, or make a nice few buttons or a collar or a shawl. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you have any questions, you can leave a comment below, and I wish you good luck with this drop stitch video, and I hope you liked it. See you in the next video.